Hello again. It's been a while since I've read you guys a book, so I thought I'd read you one today. I've been trying to figure out how you can look at the pictures at the same time I'm reading, but I haven't figured that out yet. So I'll show you the pictures first. I can find my glasses, and then I'll show you the pictures second. So this is a picture of a place. The name of the book is called Who Took My Strawberries? So it looks like a farm and a farmer, and it says, once upon a time, deep in the heart of the beautiful Italian countryside, there stood a small strawberry farm. It was the end of a long, hot summer, and on the farm the fruit was ready to pick. The countryside was full of activity. Neighboring farmers were plowing fields and looking for their animals. The strawberry farmer was happy as he looked over his own fields, thinking of how many strawberries he had to harvest. Then he saw some children nearby, playing in his field. Whenever they felt hungry, they ate some of his strawberries. And if you look way down here, that's who he's seeing. He's seeing those children playing in his fields and eating his strawberries. Ooh. The farmer began to feel angry. There he is. He's getting angry. He's not a very happy guy. The children are eating far too many of my strawberries, he said. Those strawberries belong to me, and I don't want the children having any. He decided to build a fence around his farm to stop the children from getting in. Sure enough, when the fence was in place, the children stopped eating the strawberries, but the birds came and they ate the strawberries. The greedy farmer did not want to lose any of his strawberries to the birds either, so he wanted to keep them all for himself. So he put up a net over top of his strawberry fields to stop the birds from eating the fruit. Now my strawberries are safe from children and from birds. And there he is putting up that net. He's put up a fence and a net. I don't think much is going to get in there. That night after he had gone to bed, the farmer couldn't put his mind at rest. There he is in bed and his eyes are wide awake. He just is thinking about something. What's he thinking about? Thieves. Thieves could sneak in and steal my strawberries by moonlight. The farmer lay awake for hours worrying, and he decided the next morning he would pick the ripe fruit from the plant and take it right to market and sell it right then. So bright and early the next morning, there he is in his cart going to market. Look at all the little creatures in the woodlands there. The farmer picked the juicy ripe strawberries and off he went as fast as his horse could take him. By the time the farmer reached the market, the sun was shining brightly. Other country folk were beginning to arrive to sell their stuff. The farmer drove his horse and cart through the gateway into the marketplace. First, I'll find a good spot, and then these sweet-smelling strawberries are going to sell fast, every one of them. There's the market. It's kind of like the farmer's market. You may have been to a farmer's market, where everybody comes and sells what they've grown over the summer. But when the farmer looked at his cart, he had a terrible shock. His precious strawberries had disappeared. Every one of them was gone. He was horrified. What a catastrophe! Who took my strawberries? He said. In fact, no one had taken his strawberries. One by one, they had fallen through a hole in the back of his cart, and the faster he made his horse run, the faster the strawberries fell to the ground. And there he is looking He's the one who lost all the strawberries, not the birds, not the children. The dismayed farmer turned his horse and cart around and hurried back. I must find them. I must get my strawberries. But all along the way, the strawberries had disappeared. Well, I bet it's because all these little animals in the woods are eating them. There he is, making his horse run so fast, trying to save his strawberries. Some of the strawberries had been found by some hungry foxes. The farmers saw them eating them. In a nearby tree, a mother bird fed fresh strawberries to her babies. So there's the foxes. They were hungry and strawberries were good. And there's the mama bird feeding the babies in her nest, and he's watching. The farmer walked on sadly, passing a neighbor's house. He watched a mother share a plate full of his strawberries with her children. They sat around and laughed happily as they ate the delicious fruit. So they had found some too, and took them home and were very happy to eat them. And he's watching, he's seeing all of this. As the farmer walked slowly back to his horse and cart, he thought about all the happiness his strawberries brought to the animals, the birds, and his neighbors. It was lucky for them, he thought, that there was a hole in my cart. Maybe it was a good thing after all. And then he realized he had been selfish not to share them. If he had shared them with the children and the birds in the first place, he wouldn't have lost all of them. And you see, he looks pretty sad, but he learned a lesson. He learned that being selfish doesn't work. The next day, the farmer saw an unexpected sight in his fields. His neighbors, who had all enjoyed his strawberries the day before, were coming to his house, bringing gifts of food and fruit. "Thank you so much," they said, "for sharing the strawberries." The farmer was so surprised he didn't know what to do. There they are, there he is over here, and there's all his neighbors, very happy that he shared his strawberries with him, so they're bringing something back nice to him. All the neighbors gathered around his big table. They laid out the food and they sat together and had a party. "What a lovely party," the farmer said, feeling happy. "It's so much fun to share," and they all agreed with him. Isn't that nice? If you'll notice, sharing, I share with you the time that I have to make stories, and then you share with me pictures of you guys, so we all share. You may notice how dirty my hands are. Sorry about that. I've been digging in the dirt today. I hope you get to dig in the dirt soon. I love you. Bye.